Hello and welcome to day 13 of learning Java from chatgpt. So let's get started. So please give me day 13's lesson of the Java curriculum. Today's lesson is, so we're learning about generics, classes and methods. Actually, by the end of this lesson, you'll understand the concept of generics in Java, how to define and use generic classes and methods. And for the purpose of bounded types and wildcards, you'll also explore generic interfaces. Okay, generics in Java allow you to create classes, interface, and methods that operate on a type parameter. Okay, so it's basically just templates in C++, like we have in C++. This enables you to write more flexible and reusable code, as generics provide type safety and eliminate the need for typecasting. Benefits of generics. Type safety. Generics ensure that the type of data used in collection or a method is consistent, reducing runtime errors. Code reusability. You can write generic code that works with any data type. Elimination of typecasting. Generics allow for implicit typecasting, reducing the need for explicit casts. Okay. I like them already. A generic class is a class that can operate on objects of various types while providing compile time type safety. What we like to hear. Class name of type T, private T data, class name T data, this the data equals. Yeah, basically just doing lesson templates. So we have private, a box, T content, all very simple stuff. Generic methods, a method that can operate on various types of objects of various types. Generic methods can be defined within both generic and non-generic classes. So class name, public of T, void, method name, T param. Okay, so this is where the actual class doesn't have to be a generic, but the member function can be a generic. Example, utility. So we're accepting an array of type T where we go through each element in the array of type T, and we print the element plus a space, and we print a new line. And then example of using this is we have two arrays and we print them using the utility classes member function. And here it looks like what we've got in C++, CTAD, I think it was C++ 17, where you don't have to explicitly define the template, the type of the argument that you're passing into in this case, the generic. So the compiler can deduce whether it's an integer or a string. Bounded types. Bounded types restrict the types that can be used as arguments in a generic class or method. This ensures that the type used meets certain criteria, such as implementing an interface or extending a class. That's really nice, actually. T extends superclass. Basically like C++ 20 concepts, I guess. Like, you can do a concept like requires you could do it as you could have the base class equals T, and you could require that to be true. They're very powerful concepts. I really like them. T extends number. Okay, very simple. Wildcards and generics. Wildcards allow you to use a broader range of types with generics. There are three types of wildcards. Unbounded wildcard, any type can be used. Upper bound wildcard extends type. Any type that's a subclass of a specified type. Lower bounded wildcard, any type that's a superclass of a specified type. Okay, so I assume superclass is like a parent, or can it also be a parent or a child? Unbounded. So maybe I'm right. So I think upper bounded wildcard. So it extends is a subclass, and then lower bounded is parent. Is there can you have a combination of both parent and child? So it's like a distant any relative, basically. I don't know. I'll ask it. Can you get a combination of these 2 to get a relative, quote unquote, relative of a class type. Do it. Okay, I'll go back to this. Well, class generics. So just the question mark is anything. Okay, so this is basically just auto. We've got C++ 20. Well, and earlier is it or not? I can't remember exactly. Well, auto is available in this type of scenario. I think in C++ 20, maybe earlier. It was available before earlier though. Like even C++ 11, I think it was around. List. So this is saying list of any type. So you wouldn't have to do. So instead of basically doing, let me just copy paste this code, and so instead of doing, let me go back. Where was the? Okay, so it's before the void. You can do this. I think that's how you did it, isn't it? ChatGPT. Right. Yeah, that's how I did it. Yeah. Okay. So that would have any. Okay, so that's the only example that we're having here. So the keywords are extends and super. Generic interfaces. Like classes and methods, interfaces can also be generic. Generic interfaces are defined with type parameters, and classes implementing these interfaces can specify the type. Interface key pair. Okay. Ordered pair of KV implements. So what's the difference between an interface and just a class? Like classes and methods, interfaces can also be generic. Generic interfaces are defined with type parameters, and classes implementing these interfaces can specify the type. I don't understand the difference of doing and class. I'm just gonna refer to the syntax real quick. The difference between generic class is Java relies on the roles and responsibilities each one plays in design a program. Generic interface defines a contract or a blueprint the other classes are expected to implement. Yeah, but I suppose a class doesn't have to be inherited from. It can just be a standalone class that is already too specialized in order to be inherited from. So an interface is something specifically built that is meant to be inherited from. What method should be provided, but it doesn't provide implementation. Okay. So yeah, just the blueprint of what. I suppose you could do this with a class, but an interface is just more adapted or more specialized to this course. Generic interface. So class order pair. Okay. then we actually implement these methods that we got here. So assignments. I'm going to copy this. So let's get started. Create a generic class pair of any type. So I'm just going to do K and V like we saw before. Write methods set, void, set, I suppose it'd be v get as we're getting the key. So public okay, this dot mk equals k, this dot mv equals v. So we can do k mk v mv. So I assume this will work. Will it? No, it's not. So I'll just leave it uninitialized then. Or I'm not sure if Java automatically initializes them. Void set. Machine method body. Okay. So into accept. Get. We don't need any parameters there. We just return mv. And we accept a VV, and V equals V. Now we'll just run. Main method. Main method has not found. Main method not found in class, please. This one's not got main method. Okay, I'm just going to comment this one out. Or, but I'm just going to read what I asked it below. No, you cannot directly. Okay. It allows dog that. Okay. I have this code. Why am I getting this error? Okay. Let's see what chatgpt has to say about this. The error you're encountering is because Java expressed an entry point for execution. Yeah, but we have this in Hello World. Okay, need to find a main method in one of your classes. I'm pretty sure we did that. Okay, I'm just going to copy the updated code. So it does still use the same code that we used here, and it's actually using it. Oh, okay. Set get okay. Right methods. Okay, so we've done that. Implement a generic method to swap elements in an array. Create a generic method that takes an array with two indices and swaps. Okay, I'm just going to create this as a function. So public static void. No, we're not going to do void. We're going to do. Can we do t swap t r in integer I integer j. I'm just going to run this and see if this works. Error. Return t. No, it's not going to work, is it? Can't return the type. Return new t. I just want to see if this syntax works. Unexpected type. Oh gosh. Oh, has it just crashed? No, it hasn't. New t of int. Nope, string. Is it going to work? Okay, I'm just going to. I'll ask ChatGPT later. So r at I j. I'm just going to do t temp equals r at I j equals r at j at I r at j at I equals temp. Okay, what if we just do void then? Array crop routine found. Okay, I'm going to ask ChatGPT about this. I have the following errors with this code. This is the code. Oh no, I've reached the limit of GPT 4.0. So you can expect the responses to not be as good, but they'll still be fine. ChatGPT 3.5 is also good. There's your accounting are due to the incorrect usage of generic type T. Okay. Incorrect array syntax. The SWOT is defined to accept only a one-dimensional T array. Trying to use a why did I do that? I don't know why I was trying to do this. Wait, so it'd be R at I. I don't know why I was doing it like that. So then R at. Will it work now? Yeah, okay. So that works. So we've implemented swap and create a bounded generic class range. Create generic class range T extends number that holds a range of numbers. So we need public range. Wait, is number built in? Hopefully it is. So I'm going to do public. No, I'm just going to do numbers, and public range number n. This dot numbers equals numbers. Run this and see if it works. Okay, that's seeming to work for now. Public static number min for integer I equals 0, I is less than numbers, exactly this.